You cannot give him this space because he'll kill you.
When you've got your striking Viking, you've got a guarantee of goal.
Sometimes you don't have to cross it perfectly, you just put there. I think if Bernardo was in the box, he wouldn't be able to score that, you know.
Matheus Nunes, cross comes in, Haaland's at it and scores!
So Matheus, you are the current City player who's got most assists for Erling Haaland. First of all, did you know that?
I wasn't sure. I knew I had a few, but I wasn't sure if I was the first one.
Yeah, there's a few near you, so you need to keep them coming. You've got Bernardo and Phil behind you, but you're currently with the most in the City squad. Has he got you any nice Christmas presents to say thank you? Or...
Him?
Yeah.
No, he should, to be fair, he should. He should give all of us, to be fair.
You're definitely helping him get all these records broken and everything. And to be fair to him, when he scores, you often see him celebrate with the guy who helps him, right? So he appreciates.
I think so, yeah. He's one of them strikers. I mean, especially from watching on the outside, I think I've seen a lot of strikers who, I mean, just go celebrate by themselves, and I think he really values the team, the person that does the assist. Like you said, like you mentioned, I see him every time when he gets an assist, and especially if an easy one, a tapping, whatever, he just goes to celebrate with the team. And I mean, yeah, it's lovely. He's like this. He's not like this only on the pitch. He's like this on a daily basis as well.
I don't know if you can remember anyone in particular. Does one stand out in your mind? We'll watch a few of them today, but do you have a favourite one, would you say, for Erling?
For Erling, maybe the first one against Nottingham.
A 1-0, but City pick it off through Matheus Nunes, little dummy, Foden, Matheus Nunes, this is terrific, Haaland, what a goal, what a goal! You will not see a team as good as this anywhere in world football right now.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was like my second or third game in a City shirt, and I mean, yeah, it was special because I think it's the first. It was, of course, I think it was a really good team goal as well. So, and yeah, the header, of course, it was lovely as well. But I mean, he's always there. This is the thing with him, you know. You don't need. Sometimes you don't even have to cross it perfectly because you know he's gonna be there to fight, you know. And I think he makes it easy for everyone who's crossing because I mean he's just a very strong striker on the box.
I remember one of his probably favourite assists was a Jack Grealish one where he did a kind of overhead kick for it, but actually he says that Jack didn't give him a very good cross. He had to turn around and...
I mean, because it was a very difficult movement, yeah. This, I mean...
But he still scored it.
He still scored it because it's not only that one. I remember as well, for example, Cancelo assist on Champions League. That Cancelo gave a really good assist because it's like beautiful to watch as a Trivela. But I think maybe if it was another striker there, he wouldn't score. It was just because it was him. You know, the movement that he does like this outside of the foot on the second post, and you know, I mean, there's a lot of goals that I think all the striker wouldn't score because they just wouldn't reach, and he just reaches. It seems like he reached most of the balls.
Bernardo Silva's going to try and find a way through. Back to Matheus Nunes, cross comes in. Up goes Haaland and City have scored! It's the first time they put a cross into the box.
It's a good delivery from Nunes and he just pulls away, heads it down into that far corner where it's come from, just uses the pace of the ball. With that quality and accuracy, goalkeeper's never getting near that.
As a team, like most of the players, I think, especially people wide across all the time, I think we know that he prefers and he likes to go on second post, you know. So, I mean, I wouldn't speak for the others, but me specifically, a lot of times I cross it to the second post because I know he's there, and yeah, I mean, I looked before and I just saw a lot of players in the box, and I mean, I just tried to pinch the ball in the second post, and he was there.
I think this is nice. I don't know what you think, but it feels as though sometimes teams are happy for City to have the ball in that position quite deep. So to be able to get a goal and assist from that is nice. It's a nice weapon because it feels as though the players just think, okay, you're not going to do much from there.
Yeah.
And then bam.
And then bam.
Matheus is growing every time. He's becoming an incredible fullback, So he's a top player, and the cross was fantastic because at the end Matheus is a midfield player, and when he's a midfield player, you have quality to deliver this kind of situations, and he's adapting, his pace in the line and helping a lot Ruben. So, and the cross is really good, and Erling is his strength.
But I think also, if you're looking specific at this goal, you can see that there's a lot of players in the box, and makes it hard for the defense. If you stop there, you see at this moment you have TG here. He's attracting that midfield. I think it's a midfielder, and then Phil is here. Because Phil is here, the other centre back is doubting if he should go there, and that creates also more space to Haaland. And then so of course I think. Sometimes he needs this kind of movement to open space for him, but sometimes he doesn't. So it's a combination of both. I think, for example, if Phil wasn't there, maybe the centre back would be more backwards, and then maybe Erling wouldn't have much space. So also, having the other players around him makes it easy, because also you have more options to cross, and you give him more space, So it's important that we have also players around the box, because like I mentioned in the beginning, sometimes you don't have to cross the perfect. You just put there. We know he's gonna win the ball, but maybe he won't score, and then second ball you have to have players there around to score, and in a rebound. So I think it was very important in this case specifically that there were a lot of players next to him.
Into the gap for Matheus Nunes, cross comes in, Haaland's at it and scores! First chance of the game!
You have to be very strong to win that duel, and even when you're falling, you still manage to score.
It almost could be a foul, this actually.
I think if Bernardo was in the box, he wouldn't be able to score that, So it's just, it's sometimes you just have to put the ball there. And like I said, he didn't have any space, and he still won the duel and he scored. But you see Phil is there again, So, for example, what I meant is if you don't have players around him, sometimes they'll double up the marking, and then it's difficult for him. So I think when it's 1v1, he wins every time the duels. But sometimes if you don't have players there enough, which happened a lot of times last season, for example, I remember, because this was a topic that Pep spoke a lot, that we have to have players around the box to give him space, or to give him at least a 1v1 so he can actually go for the duel. And I think this is also very important in our game. Okay. But then sometimes you just pin the ball there, and he's there, he does the rest,
But you did this one from the left as well. Not many players are able to cross the ball so effectively with both feet. Is this something you've always had in your locker?
Yeah, I think so. I've always managed to I know some players do more. For example, you have Cherki, which is exactly the same, one feet, but there are others who cannot. They don't even receive the ball with the left. They just use it to get in the bus. That's it. To step in the bus. That's it. But I think I always had that in my game. I can do long passes with the left. I think.
Yeah. I remember David Silva, incredible footballer, but you only ever touch it inside and outside.
Bernardo
foot as well.
Bernardo is like that. Bernardo is left foot. I think specifically in this case, right footers have more this tendency of playing with both foot. Left footers, I think, less. They use more the left, and I think there's more right footers using more the left foot than left footers using the right foot.
Nunes across the halfway line onto Haaland. Haaland's through on goal. Can he sink West Ham? Did I need to ask the question? Did I need to even hesitate?
It's deadly if you give him this space in behind. If you give him this space, I think you are dead. You cannot give him this space because he'll kill you. He'll punish you in whichever way.
And so on the training ground, how much are you practicing these crosses to find Erling? Is that a big thing?
Sometimes we practice, not specifically. I don't. It's like I finish the training and we go practicing. We never done that. But for example, we do 11v0 and I don't know, movement patterns, and sometimes I'm wide, sometimes I'm building up a centre back. When I'm wide, I practice my crosses, and even before the game starts as well, when we're doing the warm-up, I'm always wide crossing the balls to him, So I think that is good. That's a good point, because I don't specifically practice to him, but yeah, I can sometimes have a chance to practice like often.
We're going to look at just one final one now to show that it's not all in one direction. Erling actually helped you for once.
Foden has it. Foden turning away from goal. Gvardiol clips it in. Up goes Haaland. Can't quite get to it. And it's a brilliant finish by Matheus Nunes.
You just put the ball there in the air and he fights with both players and he wins the duel, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if this is an assist he really meant, but he won the ball and you were there. And so
but it makes it, that's what I meant, it makes it easier when you have our players around him. Because sometimes he won't be able to score, but you need to be there for the rebound.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. And normally it's always Phil and Cherki and these players that are playing closer to him. I don't know if he meant, but if he did, they would stop.
Well,
he was fighting against two players.
Let's hope that this beautiful relationship keeps going and you keep providing assists for each other as well for the rest of the season.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.